Welcome to your daily tarot reading with Sly Roxtar. This reading will be for Wednesday, February 9th. Let's go. General energy messages, February 9th. Energy messages, January 9th. Welcome to your daily tarot reading with Sly Roxtar. This reading will be for Wednesday, February 9th. Let's go. General energy messages, February 9th. 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 This message may resonate with some of you, it may resonate with one of you. As always, take what applies, leave the rest. What are you sitting in? What's surrounding you? The Queen of Swords in reverse. Last third Virgo, first 2/3 Libra. Okay, so there is a problem with seeing things clearly today. There may be a tendency to overthink, or at the same time to just shut things down from the get-go, to not really give things a chance, see things from both sides. When those scales are a little out of balance, you can tend to lean maybe to those harsh truths. Our Queen of Swords here, she speaks the truth, but sometimes she can have a silver tongue. A silver tongue or a sharp tongue. It goes both ways for her. So be careful today that you aren't using those powers of persuasion to manipulate a situation, saying something that you don't really mean because it sounds good, or at the same time, you could be a little bit too harsh, too blunt, and that could prevent you from making your point. An obstacle you might encounter today. Lots and lots of swords, 8 of swords. So maybe this Queen of Swords here in reverse in the middle is really trying to get out of a situation that she feels stuck in. In the 8 of Swords, this is just all about competing thoughts and the need to take a more macro view so that you can see what is pertinent, what you need to give your attention to, and what's just chatter, cluttering up your mind space. More information, where is this coming from? Lots of people, Knight of Wands in reverse. Last third Scorpio, first 2/3 Sagittarius. This could be a person that you're dealing with. It could be somebody that you are involved with romantically. It could also be somebody at work. And either of these roles can be reversed. So the Knight of Wands, he's got a lot of energy, and when it's focused, it just hits the mark every single time. He moves very, very quickly, sometimes too quickly. When we see him in reverse here, it can either be that he's really spreading all of that energy a little bit too wide. It's really scattered. Nothing is landing. Everything is falling short. It can also be the opposite, sort of just not really the opposite. It's just like moving so fast without any forethought that it doesn't hit the mark because it's overshot it. It's just gone way too far, too fast, and you don't really have time to gauge where you're directing that energy. Again, this could be somebody you're dealing with. This could be you. Both potential people here showing up in reverse. Energy leaving, moving out today. The Star, Aquarius energy in reverse. Okay, so this makes a lot of sense. We have here two people who are trying to figure out a way forward. Both people seem to be compromising or compromised a little bit. And this could be because of this lack of focus. The Star card is really about setting your sights on something very, very particular, something finite in the distance and going for that. The Knight of Wands in general, he's just like a little bit too fast and close to ever set his sights on something so far away. He tends to see things a little bit more close up, not have such a long view. The Queen of Swords can have that longer view, but often her own belief systems, mental attitudes, thoughts, they can sometimes hinder achieving that goal because she has an intense need to express herself. And when she isn't always able to hold back, sometimes that can curtail that effort and really get in the way of achieving those far-flung goals. However, this energy is leaving today. It's fading out. So maybe these people are doing what this obstacle is, this Eight of Swords. They're clearing away the chatter and letting this lack of focus fade out and really honing in on what's important and what needs your attention today. Coming in, gift for you from the universe. High Priestess in reverse. This was at the center of the spread yesterday, upright. I do watch the cards before every reading. The High Priestess represents the moon, and here we have the Star card for Aquarius. The High Priestess in reverse at the top of this spread is, I can see it as an invitation to take the knowledge that you've gained through these experiences, maybe having a lack of focus, and turn that attention outward. The High Priestess is very focused on self-knowledge and practical knowledge. When she's in reverse, it can sometimes mean that we have to break outside of our limited view, outside of this internal work, and apply what we've learned into something, into our natural world, into our external environment. It's taking that intuition that maybe throughout the last few weeks, we've definitely seen her a lot, you've been developing and working on, and here's the invitation, this gift card, to take what you've learned and apply it. Energy moving towards you. Five of Wands in reverse. This could be a resolution to a conflict, probably here between this Queen of Swords and this Knight of Wands. Ready to sort of lay down your weapons, accept a truce maybe, and move towards a more stable, seems like work environment. It could also be a resolution. See, in this Five of Wands, there is no hierarchy. Everybody is in it to win it. It's sort of dog eat dog. And when it appears in reverse, it can sometimes mean that the victor is emerging. The next card is the Six of Wands. So this resolution to whatever's happening, there will be winners, there will be losers, but at least the battle is over to some degree. Greater clarification taken from the bottom of the deck. Judgment. So, pretty much everything I just said. Completion of a cycle. taking what you've learned, applying it, seeing how you do, and seeing what rises and what sinks to the bottom. I definitely get the sense that there's a conflict here between two people, and it seems as though these are two people who have to work together. It's not saying there's a conflict, you guys can just separate and move away from each other and be done with it, you know, gather that inner strength, intuition, and move on, leave it in the past. That's not what I'm getting here. I'm really understanding that there is a conflict between two people who are tied together, and that there must be a resolution, because you are going to continue to have to work together, live together, associate in some sense. It could almost be that situation where someone you know gets a spouse or a new person in their life, and you're their bestie and you just don't clash, or you just don't get along, you really clash, and you have to work it out. Could be work, could be more of a platonic type of relationship. I'm not feeling so much of the romantic vibe here. Could be, but definitely something that has to be worked out between the two of you, because you're going to continue to associate with one another. So whatever that means, whether you agree to disagree, or some hierarchy forms here, definitely what's happening today. I do see a resolution to whatever this is. And then just this reminder here to this Queen of Swords in reverse. I mean, what's really worth it? Manipulating a situation, speaking words that might be true but are very harsh and tend to isolate you even more from the situation. Really take a look at what resolution you want here, and how much is it worth to just let it fly, so to speak. That's what I have for you today. Thank you for joining me. Let me know if this resonated in the comments, and I will see you again tomorrow for another daily tarot reading with Sly Roxtar.